pumice and lemons.
So first and foremost, can we just discuss this outfit only because I now dress like Kanye West?
You are. You're a Kardashian.
So Nathan will probably come in.
Minus the butt.
Minus butt. So this is a brand called Ecologist out of BC. In terms of agenda today, number one, we'll do a little catch up. Number two, this is actually the 12th episode of the year, which wraps the season. Number three, quick updates on both sides. I have a funny story about pumices versus.
Okay, wait, sorry. Can you start again? Because I've just been mesmerized by your beauty. So what are we doing? I thought we were doing vision boards.
We are, Kelly. I'm just doing. Okay, so today what we're going to do, it's actually our 12th episode, which wraps the first season. I thought we'd do a quick check-in to see how everybody's doing. I wanted to tell you a story about pumice versus loofah. We have our vision boards from last year.
Oh, mine's downstairs.
Was
I supposed to bring it? It's hanging on the wall.
Mine was hanging on the wall. And we're going to compare and contrast, including, you remember the buzzer noises from my birthday episode? We're going to, if we didn't achieve it, and if we did.
Okay, wait, should I go get mine?
That would be helpful, Kelly.
Hi.
What's happening?
I just ripped down half my wall, but 2020.
And so very quickly, and then we'll get into all of this. You've had a couple little hiccups in the last couple weeks. Do you want to tell us about them?
I do. Hold on.
Man, she really wants us to see her butt. What room are you in? That's not your normal room.
No, it's the spare bedroom.
Do you know that I've never been upstairs in your home?
That's impossible.
It is absolutely true. Never. I've gone up to the third stair and then Steven met me and I turned around and went back.
You should see the view from here. It's incredible. We had 30 centimeters of snow last night. On top of like we've had 400 in a couple weeks. Lots of snow. Dog's been sick. I've been feeling fine, but doing some tests. 2020. Bye-bye.
See ya. Okay, so very quickly, and I have a video I'll insert. Nathan and I are fighting, and I asked him to repeat after me.
First of all,
I'm gonna give you some insight into this.
This is fighting.
This is fighting. Okay, so here we go. I said, Nathan, say.
Should we be laughing while we're fighting?
Nathan, say, I am going to try to be.
Oh, you want me to do it again?
Yes.
I am going. That's not what you said before. I am going
to try to be. More like a loofah.
More like a loofah.
And less like a pumice stone.
And less like a pumice stone.
Now, tell me again the difference between the two, because I didn't realize you knew all of this.
A loofah is a coarse implement for scraping large amounts of dead skin off your body, whereas a pumice is a fine grit sandpaper.
What I was trying to get across is I want him to approach conversations with me like a loofah, like fluffy and.
Loofahs are not fluffy.
Loofahs are fluffy.
Loofah.
Okay, a loofah, like one that you see at Shoppers Drug Mart, where it's like not caressing, because then he's gonna.
You're talking about a sponge.
Okay,
Okay,
stop Googling. So I want him to like lather me and like surround me with conditioning love. Unconditioning love, if you will.
Conditional love.
Then, I want him to be less like a angry stone, like. So I'll insert that. It's funny stuff.
I don't think of a loofah as soft and cuddly, to be honest.
I am talking about a power puff, or whatever they're called for the shower. Often called a loofah.
A shower puff. I get you. No,
often called a loofah. I was looking for some backup, but I didn't realize you were Team Nathan on this. And then he proceeded, I'll insert it, a video or an article, loofah versus pumice. I was just telling him to please just try to be a little calmer and a little more gentle with me. And then he proceeds to school me on the origins of, anyways, that was that. We're going to go through our ones from last year. We'll volley for serve, if you will. So you point out one thing and then we'll say if we achieved it or not. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Mine was very
we look very similar.
Chaotic last year.
Okay.
So this
is
I didn't get to see this face as much as I wanted to this year.
Okay. I have you and I as well. And under you and I talk about, we're going to go to Camp PEI. We were supposed to be in PEI for the summer. That did not happen. Yep. Oh, I have no fear. I lived almost my entire year in fear of what people thought about me moving, fear of not being employed, fear of gaining weight. So what's your next one?
Well, my next one I'm going to just point out is like creating. And I feel like I spent a lot of and I have the lettuce and the lemons, and I feel like I spent most of this year creating either, worlds to live in my head or on paper, and this, you and I creating.
So we did that. So that would be a ding, ding. The next one I have is keto for real. So that I did. Ding.
I'm just going to point out like the Hamilton, because I've had tickets to Hamilton in New York City, couldn't go. Hamilton in Toronto, COVID, couldn't go. So this still escapes me. It is a
Okay. I have Lily, which I still have Lily, so that's great. And yeah, so career-wise, I did not achieve what I wanted to, but I blame COVID.
Bugger. So some of the other, everything in here I could interpret either way. Like joy, how I interpreted this was out there living my life, because I have all these travel places.
Yeah.
Paris, a beach, New York City, PEI. Oh, yeah. And I traveled nowhere, like from my bedroom to the living room, maybe outside, so. But I found joy in the little travels that I did do. I went camping. My husband always said, I'm never going camping. And because we couldn't go anywhere else, we went camping and we had a great time. He loved it.
So, okay, so you did find joy. Another odd interpretation. Go ahead, next one.
No, let's go. Ding.
I wrote the word new. I would have never known how new this year would have been for me. So that is interesting. Oh my God. On the back, sorry, I didn't know that, I'm just seeing this now. One of the things I was going to say, no to negative self-talk, that didn't go well. No to crazy spending, that didn't go well. No to comparing myself, yes to letting go, or it says Lego. I don't know if I'm saying like Lego, but let go. Seeing people IRL, and that was on here too. And intermittent fasting 8 hours a day did not happen.
See, I wrote unstoppable. I was definitely stoppable this year.
We were all stoppable. But you know what? That was last year.
Another ding ding though is I put 2 pizzas and ice cream. 3 pizzas. I ate all the pizza. I ate all the ice cream.
Muzzle top.
Ding ding ding.
Ding 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 ding. I wrote golden 2020. That didn't happen.
I wrote body and health.
You have a body.
I have a body and I'm semi-healthful.
Tell me if you think I have this. Calm and balance.
Do you have calm and balance? I feel like you are calm in a chaotic way. Does that make sense?
Sure. Okay.
Music, dance, and storytelling. Definitely had all of those. Thank you, Taylor Swift.
Man, I have to say thank you, Kelly Sudbury, for introducing me to Taylor Swift.
Right? So
this year, I went big.
Whoa! Look at you! That's the actual golden sign.
I know. Take us through your vision board.
Okay, so again, there are some key things missing from here, but this is like what I am feeling at the moment. I'm going to start in the middle because this was the first thing I put on here, which is joint pain and a picture of a knee. And these, oddly enough, did not come from the same advertisement.
That is the Lagoda ad, the Lagoda Indian joint pain ad.
That's right. But I meant like they didn't come from the same book. I found these and I was like, this is going to sum up my 2021 because I will have my knee replacement surgery next year. And I cannot wait. I'm terrified. I'm scared shitless. I'm nothing really scares me. This scares me. I've been watching videos and reading blogs and what people are doing. I know everybody's different and I feel well prepared. I've been doing my exercises that they recommend, but it's still major surgery, and the recovery is different for everyone. It could be 6 weeks, 6 months, 6 years.
I will not be at your bedside for 6 years, but I will be there to help you recover, first of all, pending that I can. Second of all, you know that when I had Hudson, I went to the, lessons on being a mom. They showed us the birthing video. That was not a good idea. Yep. You don't need to watch the video. Let the doctor do his thing, his or her thing.
Yep. I feel like I did learn to slow down. I felt like I learned to be a better listener, although I was always a good listener. It's okay to put yourself first, which I don't always do. I'm going to be 50 this year, which is a big thing for me. I cannot believe it, because I
cannot either.
I remember my 25th birthday. It was a fucking crazy party in my backyard on King Street West. And I'm still that girl, I have a different husband than I did then, but I'm still the same girl. I have a kid. So many things have changed, but I feel the same.
So in proving your point that you're the same girl, I live in a different province. I have a new husband.
Really different, but I feel the same. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I get it. Because I actually spoke to a friend of mine from high school today, and I felt like I was in high school again.
Yeah.
I genuinely feel like you and I fundamentally are the same people that we always were.
Yes.
Just a new postal code.
I put in some travel and some ski stuff, obviously, art, because I'm building on my art collection and my own art. Like, I've been painting in quarantine and just enjoying that. The soup is to represent healthy eating instead of writing out a million words. That I just want to be cognizant of what I put in my body.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah. And then I just wrote like happy birthday to me. I made a little PEI because I'm hoping that comes this year. I wrote 50, age is just a number, and the positive spin, because I do like to see the positive side of things. And just dancing. Like, I put John and Yoko because, again, it's just a cute art piece that I really like, but it's also
why is there a cow? I don't know.
Family. The story there. It's a painting. And I
you
love
did that?
cows, so.
Did you do that painting?
No.
Moo.
But yeah, like moving mountains, and these are really nice boots. I
like those boots. What boots? What company is that?
Pack Your Bags. Oh, don't ask me. I just cut it out. I remember they were $385 though, and I was like, those days of expensive boots are behind me.
No, but per shoe, that's only like $150 something. That's how you have to think of it.
Yeah. So, yeah, but if I'm going to spend that kind of money on a boot, like, it better have a better tread than that.
Oh my God, you're so funny. That's what qualifies. I thought you were going to say, if I'm going to spend that sort of money on a boot, it better have a red sole or better have a whatever. And you're like, it better have a better tread.
Lettuce and lemons.
Good tread.
I got to go hiking. And then I also just put in, I've been to Per Se, but I really want to go to French Laundry, and I couldn't. Anyway, Thomas Keller.
Love him.
Covet
him. Okay, so this is interesting. So number one, I put me putting my hand up, saying me, because I, like you, need to put myself first.
Susie, I love that we did not collaborate on this, and they're still similar.
I did not. I need to put myself first, and I need to be sick of, and it says I'm in, because right now I spend most of my day trying to do things for other people, and I always say it's going to come back, and put a good karma out there. It doesn't. First of all, and I switched my mailing address, so even if the karma is going downtown, it should be rerouted to me. And you don't be kind to people expecting anything in return. But I've spent way too much time worrying about everybody else, so I got to focus on me, and I've suffered with that because it feels selfish. But I'm going to be selfish. So that's number one.
Do it.
Oh yeah. This one says rethink home continued. So I have always been defined, and I love the neighborhood I lived in. I need to rethink what home means. And the reason it says continued is because that's a continuation from last year. I put with an and because I really want to focus on partnerships this year for my career and think about, something like lettuce and lemons, and like thinking about the brands I can put together. Funny enough, I have keto again, so I'm going to continue that. I have so golden, because I definitely want to go back to golden. I have this like pool thing because I really want to embrace my pool life. I have the I have the Reality Cray Cray logo. This is the weirdest thing. I joined this Patreon group called Reality Cray Cray, and we talk about all these reality shows. These people are amazing. We did a Secret Santa exchange. The only thing that we have in common is we watch reality TV, but it's a really fun group. Funny enough, I wrote no ego, and nobody would say I'm egotistical. I don't love myself. That's not my biggest issue, but I often make decisions based on what I think other people will think. So I need to eliminate that, right? So no ego.
Get rid of that. Who gives a fuck?
Right. I also have St. Lucia. I really want to go. I was supposed to go for my 40th. I have Peloton and F45 because I really want to continue my workouts. I have a new lens, so just seeing things in a different way. I have RSG, which is my a friend of mine who's also doing training, and I think he's great. What's funny about this is if you notice underneath there's a dog, and that is an underdog. And we talked about it with Brandy, how important it is to fight for the underdog. And I'm going to try to do that with the way I shop. I have been bad lately because of COVID and the ease of Amazon, but I really want to fight for the underdog, A, myself, and B, not that I'm an underdog. I'm sure if I'm going to get a lot of pushback from all the fans, but
simmer down, Jeff. Simmer down.
Yeah. So yeah, hi Jeff. But it's funny because the underdog, I actually put him underneath a lot of things, but just having the hustle of the underdog. And then I have being present, which is funny because that was on last year's one as well. And the last thing I have is care, love, and gratitude. So I just need to, I have everything I need here, except you, but it's all here. And I need to stop thinking that I had this horrible year. It was not easy, but there's a lot to be grateful for. And there's a lot to be happy about. And there are people that suffered way more than I did this year. And I need to have that perspective.
Right.
So this time next year, we're going to go through and see how we did. But these are my goals for 2021. Hold yours up there, Kelly.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to add to it though. So I don't know why I need to keep pointing that out.
So now the funny thing is she's not going to add to it. And then, because this is similar to when you said.
There's two pictures that I printed, but I didn't have the right paper, so I couldn't put them on, which are for my writing and my new project, the April project. So
what I think would be interesting, and the reason I'm making fun of you, is there was that time that you were like, we were doing a video and you're like, oh, I'm going to go pluck some raspberries and cure them. And I'll tell you all about preserves next time. That never happened.
Oh, I probably ate them.
Right. So we got last year. We got this year. We're committed to lettuce and lemons. And you know what? I've said this all along. We started lettuce and lemons because we think we're hilarious.
We are.
Confirmed. I don't care if anybody else watches it. I've had a blast with you and I love you and Merry Christmas.
I know. And the thing is, for me, is just, I feel like we're still doing business together and this is like a meeting and we're catching up as colleagues and old friends. And I fucking miss you so much. Also, I really sworn a lot this episode. I can't believe it.
Bye, Cal. Love you.
Bye. Love you.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
We're not selfish lovers to one another.
No.
Only fans. Merry Christmas,
Everyone.
Kelly. I'm sure. No, I love everybody. We love everybody.
No, I meant our guests. I don't love everybody. Simmer down.
If you look at a washcloth and a pumice stone, the loofah is in the middle.